Hey golfers, I'm Drew Mahowald, the Second Swing Golf here, joined by Brady Falk, online fitter for Second Swing. We're in the Greenside bunker at Braemar Golf Course because we've got a new wedge that we want to test on the golf course. So Brady, this is the PING BunkR Wedge. Little unique for sure. So talk to me first about just what you see when you kind of look at it. It's obviously kind of a different shape than you're used to.
Yeah, absolutely. So picking it up, the first thing that you notice is the shape of that club face with the high toe, and it's really a throwback to the Ping i2.
Yes, it is.
One of the most popular irons of all time. So that's really the first thing, and then it's the full face with the grooves.
Yep.
A really wide sole, and then looks like some decent bounce on there too.
Yeah. So there's actually 14.5 degrees of bounce and there's 64 degrees of loft. So the idea that the bunker wedge is supposed to provide for golfers is basically don't need to manipulate the face or manipulate your swing anything in the bunker. It's just line it up as it is, a square shot, and just loft it right out of the bunker. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna have you hit a few shots here. We're gonna kind of just talk through your experience hitting it out of the bunker here. We've got a pretty straightforward bunker shot here for you. So I'm gonna drop a few balls. You're gonna kind of set up, and then I just want you to talk, as you set up, talk about what it looks like, how you're setting up to it, and then we'll hit a few shots and see what happens.
Absolutely. So my first instinct is to open up.
Yeah, I know, it's probably tough to stop
and
that,
open up the club face, but we're gonna hit it square and just kind of see what this club feels like here.
Oh yeah.
So the first thing that I notice is it really doesn't want to dig.
Yeah.
With that high bounce, the purpose of the wedge, right, is going to be for the player that needs help getting out of the bunker.
Yeah.
That
was not a problem. Yeah, that was not a problem.
That was definitely not a problem. Makes it a lot easier. So let's try another one here.
Yeah, it's almost like the club is just moving sand out of the way. That's the purpose of a big sole like that. It's just moving that sand out of the way for sure.
Yeah, it's really gliding through the sand, and it really is easy swinging club, and it simplifies things when you don't have to open up your stance and open up the face, and you can just hit it more like a normal chip shot, and it just makes it easier to get that ball out of the bunker.
I'm sure, again, that mental block would be there for me of like, well, I'm in the bunker, I need to open my club face. But you're getting plenty of loft and plenty of height on this thing just without doing that.
Yeah, the 64 degrees, that really helps.
Oh, look at that one, yeah.
You kind of learn as you go, and I mean, that was my third shot with it, and it seems like it's pretty easy to adapt to. So.
Let me grab one more here. We're gonna give you one more, get one nice and dialed in. Because it is a little learn as you go situation. You haven't used a 64 degree out of the bunker probably very often, so. Oh yeah. Hit the pin.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I mean, we're gonna go to kind of like a different shot here in a second, but just in terms of quickly recapping the bunker play here, type of golfer that is gonna best benefit from the bunker on these sand shots.
Yeah, definitely the player that needs help getting it out. I mean, this makes it as easy as possible. That high bounce, the really wide sole, it just glides through the sand and makes it easy to get that ball on the green.
So Brady, this shot now isn't a bunker shot. So it doesn't live up to the name of the club, but it is a shot that this club can pull off. So this is maybe not a flop, but you have an obstacle that you have to carry the ball over and land it softly on the green. So that's where this club can come in handy. So talk to me about this shot and how you would approach it. Maybe if you didn't have this club, and now how you can change things up with it.
Absolutely. So we hardly have any green to work with. So the 60 degree in my bag would be the go-to. And I would open that up and try to get under it and pop that ball up in the air to stop it as fast as possible.
Yeah, and so now that we have got a different club here, 64 degrees of loft we mentioned, and some extra bounce even too, which can help kind of a fluffy lie situation too. So let's hit a few of these and just kind of give me your thoughts on how this club performs on this shot that needs to get the ball up in the air quickly.
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah, look at how high that went right away.
Yeah, that makes a flop shot almost effortless.
Yeah.
The flops can be scary sometimes, but when you don't have to open up the face, it's already at 64 degrees with that bounce for safety underneath, and just use the bounce and get right under
there's also an alignment thing too, because like when you do open the face, there's also some questions mentally for some players, at least for me, alignment wise, like, well, am I actually still lined up at my target because I opened the face up and that changes the face angle and things? But with this, obviously, you can just square up and hit it.
Yeah, absolutely. The square stance and the square face, it really does simplify things.
Yeah, that is, you have no problem with this. This bunker's, that's not even there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is gonna be a tricky shot where you're actually keeping the ball, or short of the hole, which is kind of nuts with this shot. I don't know if the other camera can see it, but like there's a lot of downslope on the other side of this bunker, which in theory would get the ball kicking a ton forward, but the ball's lofted so high that it's not a problem.
Let's try another one here. Caught that one a little chunky, but that bounce kind of protects against that.
Yeah.
It still stopped short of the hole.
You almost have to play wind with how high you're hitting the ball. It's what is it, a 30-yard shot maybe, but. Yeah, it's so easy to just get up in the air, and like you said too, even when you slightly miss it, you're still in a position where you're not in trouble. Nothing catastrophic happens.
Yeah.
So again, in recapping here, we've hit the bunker shot, we've hit kind of the lob shot. Your thoughts on this club and how it might be useful in players' bags?
Yeah, I mean the 60 degree, it can be a tough club to hit, and especially for the mid to high handicapper who might need that help around the greens, in the rough, in the bunker especially. Just getting the ball up as quickly as possible and protecting against the blades and the chunks. This just makes things a lot easier. Yeah,
it's really going to be a game changer, I think, for a lot of players. So golfers, the PING BunkR Wedge, it helps with bunker shots, but it also helps with these types of shots, these lob over and obstacle shots that might be tricky for you right now. So go talk to a fitter, someone like Brady, or of course check out our selection of bunker wedges on secondswing.com. We'll get you dialed in. Brady, thanks for joining today.
Thank you.